shit. I thought it would be more dramatic than that. I love how subtle shit happens. Subtle my ass!
Anakin's gone. I'm what remains.
Don't want to strip no more, don't want to hit that pole.
Get off of that jabber.
That motherfucker good, boy. Woo! Andor season 1 finale. I'm hyped, but I'm also a little bit sad because that means I only have one season left after this.
A long time.
But in case you missed the chitter chatter, bitter babber, yada yada, rada rada last episode, we will be I can't fucking talk. God damn! We will be reacting to the Clone Wars. We're gonna react to the Clone Wars after season 2 of Andor because I'm not ready to let go of the Star Wars content. I'm enjoying these interactions with y'all. I'm enjoying the fact that outside of probably House of the Dragon and The Boys, which I react to both of those with my mom. So when The Boys comes back, I'll be on that with my mom. But GMV2, y'all, this is the most interactive anybody like any community's been, I guess. Like the anime reactions do really good, but y'all talk. Y'all get in the comments and y'all talk. And that's what I love, especially because I'm not well-versed. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not, I feel like the Clone Wars is going to help me with that. Because the Clone Wars is so long, and there's a lot that goes, like, into it. I feel like with the knowledge that I'm getting from this and then, going into the Clone Wars, It'll help. I'm yapping. Let's get into the episode. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Like and comment. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you don't want to subscribe to the channel, your mama don't love you. She didn't want to tell you, but I decided just to break the news to you. One thing I am considering too with the Clone Wars reactions after season 2 of Andor, I'm thinking about getting like a big ass poster board and drawing just a layout of the plot, connections, characters. What do y'all think about that idea? They got her in here. Oh my gosh. On her last fucking marble. She done lost all of them.
Keep it small.
As you wish.
She has gotten into this role of power that she was kind of tried to be put off by her superiors, like the light-skinned dude. She carries the power well. She walks with it like she owns it. It's a lot going on already.
I couldn't stand it. Not being there for your mum. Have Brasso place a stone just breaks your heart, right? Gotta feel for Cassian. I'd be losing my mind. Want another?
Jesus Christ, bro. We're not even 10 minutes in and motherfuckers are selling the bag. I hope he's not about to just fucking crash. I hope he's not finna crash out for his dad. Oh no, little bro. You have so much life to live. Don't do this. I'll say it again. Every time she's on screen, it makes me think about it, bro. She genuinely, I think she's putting in the best acting performance. No bullshit of any character so far. That includes, what's his name? Diego something that plays Andor.
Here. You promised.
I've kept my promise.
Keep your voice down.
Well, he can't hear me.
He
This
quite
is wrong,
literally
Mom.
can.
This is people trying to take you down by coming after me.
I
That's
weird.
mechanical.
I weirdly believe him. But then on the flip side, I don't know what's going on. So maybe Mothma's playing him. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that was just now. Why do I feel like that's low-key a setup that she's doing to cover for the money being lost in their accounts?
Here, now.
One for all for one, Val. You gotta tighten the fuck up. I've always, bro. I said it when I realized that that's what she was feeling at first. Like, bro, if I was in a situation like this, I wouldn't take a partner, bro. You can't.
We have to get there.
Alone, unsure, dwarfed by the scale of the enemy. Remember this. Freedom is a pure idea. It occurs spontaneously. It leaks. Authority is brittle. Oppression is the mask of fear. Remember that. And know this. The day will come when all these skirmishes and...
Barracks. It's a social club. Andor's mother was a past president.
A local annoyance.
Got control positions here, here, and here. We'll have snipers in a containment unit there.
Containment, yes. Snipers, no. I want...
Where would I get the money? That's what scares me the most.
That's right. Word for word.
Was she more angry about him lying or the possibility of gambling debts?
Hard to say.
Mon Mothma is of great interest.
Oh my god. Mothma was playing him, huh?
You can close out your Anto Krieger files.
How many attacked?
They're still counting the bodies.
Mothma was playing him, huh?
It's over.
They walked right into it. It was over before they started.
Prisoners?
Not today.
It was already burning. He's just the first spark of the fire. Tell him he knows everything he needs to know and feels everything he needs to feel. I love him more than anything he could ever do wrong.
Woo, shit. Oh my gosh, that almost got me. That almost got me. Y'all see? Y'all see? Marvel almost fucking got me. Yeah, he don't got nothing to lose in his mind. Well, technically, he don't got nothing to lose right now. These fucking Dumb and Dumber.
Possibly good.
They'll do the hunting for us. They'll want him alive. They'll find him and we'll kill him. Where will they take him?
The hotel.
That's our target. We just need him dead. What's going on?
Oh, one thing I wanted to clear up that I said last episode, or whatever episode that was, about him, like, breaking out of the prison now, and, like, him having no choice but to turn to the rebellion type shit, like, or whatever exactly that I said. I know some people were like, he's one of 5,000 people that were there, and he also gave a fake name and stuff like that. I understand all that. That wasn't what I was saying. What I was saying is from his mind or his perspective. Like, I'm putting myself in Cassian's shoes. If it was me, and I've already had a run-in with the rebellion, I've already had a run-in with the Aldani situation, then I go to jail, and, like, I've already been on the run for killing these two officers. I just keep doing shit that seems like I'm already doing rebellion stuff anyway. Kind of like the first conversation that him and Luthen had in Luthen's ship. Like, you're doing this stuff anyway kind of thing. I think the prison break, if I was Cassian, would have made me been like, all right, fuck it. At this point, like, I don't have a choice. That's what I was saying. I think that some of the things that I say during these reactions, I'm going to have to clear up. Because I feel like, I don't know, I talk more general. This is about to be so wild. I already know it is. Nothing about this is going to be calm. I'm expecting some chaotic bullshit. My God, that's a beard. So is that.
Double the reward. You found him? I want twice as much and a ride out of here when it's over. Where is he? Pretend you're arresting me. Hey! What do you think you're doing? Hey, move it! Move!
There's so much going on. Okay, wait. Ooh, they just walked by him. That was so subtle and beautiful. Oh my gosh, Andor. Y'all just walked by Axis. Oh my god. Oh.
I need him alive. Don't make me say it again.
Or you're gonna be unalived. You snitch bitch. I promise you they're not gonna do anything that you asked for. Watch. I hope they put you in the bottom of a fucking water well. This is crazy. This is tense. My whole body has chills right now. What the fuck is going on?
What are we doing?
What fire monologue is she about to drop?
To stand before you. I'm honored to be a daughter of Tharix. And honored to be worthy of time I touched a funerary stone. Heard our music. Felt our history. Holding my sister's hand as we walked all the way from... with their truth. And now I'm dead.
He's about to crash. Don't do it, bro.
Truth I wanted not to face. There is a wound that won't heal at the center of the galaxy. There is a darkness reaching like rust. Wake up early and be fighting these bastards from the start. Fight the Empire.
Ooh, wrong move, Playboy. Summary: Marva's dying words. Fucking crash. Bitch. Nice little judo throw. Ooh wee. Holy shit. I thought it would be more dramatic than that. I love how subtle shit happens. Subtle my ass. What the fuck? You walked. Hold on. He walked all the way over there and up there just to get kicked off instantly. It's him. He's saving her.
You. How?
It's me, baby.
You were in trouble.
I'm your biggest simp. I'm glad they didn't just kiss. That would have made me so uncomfortable. Not the act of kissing. The fact that it didn't work right there. Like, they are two psychotic weirdos, but I wonder what Luthen is feeling currently. Does he feel some type of way because of the person that Marvel was, and that was Cassian's mom? Oh. Wow. Okay. This is going to be more of a review type of ending. I always talk about the episode for a little bit, but this might be like up to 10 minutes type shit. So if you don't want to stay for all that, thank you for the support. I love you guys. I hope that you return in the next couple of days for the start of Andor Season 2, and then after that, the Clone Wars. I really enjoyed watching this series and watching it with you. But we are now going to get into my review-esque portion of everything that transpired. So, without further ado, let's get started. So point number one that I want to get to is the characters. Very rarely can, like, a prequel do what this show did with the characters. I think kind of just dropping us into Cassian's life. Like, if you would have told me that this is everything that would have transpired and then, like, how season 1 ended was gonna go, predicated on how episode 1 went, I wouldn't have thought anything of that nature. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. They kind of start you in, like, this weird position of, like, it's just a season-long internal battle, at least for Cassian mentally, of, like, and even now, still, he doesn't understand it. Like, bro, you were born to be a rebel. You just were, bro. You were raised by rebels. You got found by a rebel. You did rebel work. Like, and then you as a person. That's why I said, like, the jailbreak scene, and the way he kind of led in that, like, I don't know. I really appreciated the way the characters were dropped in, were the way the characters were when you get dropped into this part of Cassian's life. I think from a villain aspect, bro, Dedra is really like that. I genuinely fuck with how elite of a villain she was, because she wasn't over the top, but she did not do enough. I said it during the reaction. Dedra literally, she walks as if she was born to wield some form of power. There's people who, I know for a lot of people this isn't gonna hit, and that's fine. But Kylo Ren had his aura moments. He was not necessarily over the top, but he was a very villainy type villain, if you will. But he, because of internal strife and amongst other things, whatever the case may be, he never walked with the villain power that Dedra walks with. When she's walking around, you can see the air she breathes in is just a little different. And I really, really, really like that about her character. I like how attention to detail she is. And I like how close she got without knowing she was that close. But that has honestly less to do with her not knowing and more to do with just how smooth operator Luthen is. I guess I could just kind of use that to segue into his character. It's Stellan Skarsgård, right? So, as I said at the start of all of this, I'm really, really, really big on acting and actors, and the way an actor can make a role. It's not necessarily, like, the character obviously is beautifully written, and you can, as a writer, create this outrageously great character and the words that they say, but it's delivery, it's facial expression, it's everything. And Stellan Skarsgård is just one of those dudes, bro, that he's gonna produce. I don't know what the selection process was to pick who was gonna play Luthen, but I'm pretty sure it was other actors like that, like Stellan, that just have that bag, bro, because the character that he plays is so complex and so complex, but so simple-minded at the same time. Because to the world, to Val, Cinta, Mothma, he's this dude who is playing two sides. He's playing in both worlds, and he's at the head of this complexity that is this startup of the rebellion, of what they're trying to do, and he's taking risks and he's doing this, but then he's also like standing in the front of his business and shit like that. So to them, he has this complex way of living, but to him it's very simple. It's very simple, and it's the mindset of the rebellion, which is why I love that monologue that he gave, whether it was last episode or 2 episodes ago, I can't remember, because it showed you who he was at his core. He doesn't give a fuck about anything else. Realistically, he don't. I think, I don't know. I would have liked a little bit more wording out of him this episode to kind of get more of a grasp on what hearing Marva said did to him. But at the same time, he is like Matt Smith in a way where they don't necessarily have to say anything to get their point across and what they're trying to convey, which is why I think from the little bit that I know of the Targaryen histories and lore and shit like that, Matt Smith was a very, very, very good choice for Daemon Targaryen, because Daemon is talked about and held at this on this pedestal and shit like that more than Daemon himself cares. It's because of who Daemon is. It's not like Daemon is spreading these things about himself and like building this lore of himself. He's not. The lore is being built of him. Because if you watch House of the Dragon, Daemon's the coolest character every fucking scene he's in. But how often does Daemon talk? Daemon physically acts. Like Matt Smith physically gets his points across with Daemon. And I feel like on a not as strong of a level, because that is low-key all of Daemon's character, a majority. Luthen is like that as well. And I think Stellan Skarsgård did a very beautiful job with presenting like physically conveying what the fuck was going on. I appreciated his character and what I think his character is going to turn into for Andor. Now with Andor having both his parents gone and he was looking for his sister, which that plot point kind of got put on the back burner. I wonder if anything happens with that in season 2. I know Marva told him stop looking for her. But yeah, I think Luthen will become not necessarily a father figure, but like just a place of guidance for Andor. My personal favorite character for season 1, which I haven't made a secret, was Mothma. She stole the show for me. Every fucking scene she was in, she was the best actor. She was. It wasn't even close. Even when she was, and I love Stellan, but the few scenes that her and Stellan had together, she was the better actor. Her character is fucking flawless, bro. And obviously not in the sense of like the character in the show, but I mean like, how the character is presented and the things that she goes through and the things that she deals with. And how she deals with said things. Bro, that first conversation between her and Tay at the party. And she's like instructing him on what to do while they're talking. But then he doesn't even fully understand what they're talking about. He just kind of understands. But to her, that's all you really need. Like, I'm giving you enough that you need. And one of the lines that has stuck with me throughout this entire season was when she told him that you have set me free. Because he went into it thinking that she's this hardcore official who is, although she butts heads with the Empire and stuff like that politically, she still is a political high-powered person that is head first about the Empire. But the minute that he told her, like, I don't know if having this conversation is going to be the best of me because I don't necessarily care for the Empire like that. He didn't say that, but essentially is what he was saying. She then said, no, you have let me know without saying it, like, I can speak freely. I really, really enjoyed Mothma's character. What can we say about Cassian? You know, it's Cassian Andor. It's one of the most loved Star Wars characters of all time. The man who he put on the show. His character development throughout the season, surprisingly, now this is going to be my personal opinion. I feel like a lot of people won't agree with this, but that's fine. It's not a bad thing. I want to get that clear. Typically, this would be a bad thing, what I'm about to say, but to me, it's not. Cassian's character development wasn't much this season for me. His character at the beginning of this season was somebody who despises and opposes the Empire, but not enough to where he'll join the rebellion. Not enough to where he thinks more of himself. He thinks bigger than himself. He sees the forest for the trees. He sees 5 trees at a time. That was his character at episode 1. Just constantly just moving and moving and moving. And slightly going against the Empire. And no matter how many times he had been told in indirect ways that, bro, you're basically already fighting against the Empire, it didn't, even to the last episode, it didn't click for him. And instead of going to Luthen and saying, you know what, I've done all these things, I did Aldani, I have shown leadership in certain aspects where I didn't think I would, fuck it, let me join the rebellion. No, he goes to him and says, kill me or take me in, since that's what you wanted to do. He still doesn't see it. Which is why, partially, I feel like why Luthen ended up smiling, because also now having this dialogue come from Marva, and then like kind of already seeing the fire inside Cassian before, now knowing that Cassian, in Cassian's mind, he has nothing to lose. Luthen's like, bet, this is a blank canvas that I can fully paint on. Bet. So yeah. Overall, I think I'm gonna give this season I'll give it a 9.2. I'll give it a 9.2. I rarely give 10s, bro. And I know that's a very like cliche critic thing to do. But I don't rarely give 10s for the same reason that people critically rarely give 10s. I rarely give 10s because I'll tell you what a perfect 10 is to me in terms of cinema, TV, fucking movies, whatever. I'll tell you what a perfect 10 is, and then maybe you'll understand. A perfect 10 of a movie to me is Tombstone with Val Kilmer and I don't know why I can't think of bro's name. I want to say Billy Bob Thornton so bad, but it's not Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, but Tombstone is a movie to me that is a perfect 10. In terms of a show, the only perfect 10 that I've ever seen in a show is Game of Thrones season 4. That's a perfect 10. That season is that is peak television. In that season, you had Tyrion's trial, you had the Battle for the Wall, which was an entire 50-minute episode of that Battle for the Wall. And then you had the ending, which threw the fucking shit into chaos with a lot of different perspectives. You had Oberyn versus the Mountain. Like, season 4 of Game of Thrones to me is the only 10 I've ever given for a perfect season of television. Peaky Blinders season 3 is really close because that was with the Changreta family, the vendetta that they had. It was close. I think season 2 is going to be a perfect 10 for me. I genuinely do. Because the things that I wanted, because make no mistake, Andor didn't lack anything. I'm not giving it a 9.2 because it lacked. It didn't do enough for me is what I'm saying. In terms of the characters, the plot, the setting, the cinematography, the score, like everything, it was wonderful. I wanted a little bit more, though, in certain aspects. So, yeah. I've kind of rambled for a little bit, so I'll stop it there. I'm thinking about doing, y'all can let me know for anybody who has stayed this long, I'm thinking about doing, after season 2 ends, I'm thinking about going live on YouTube and having, I don't know if I have to use Discord or Zoom or something, but I'm thinking about going live and having some interactions with you guys who have been here since Andor episode whatever, and just having some interactions with y'all, talking to y'all about the show, about the series, because like I said, after Andor season 2, I'm going into the Clone Wars, and so I think it would be really cool to interact with y'all on live stream. We did that, me and my mom did that for House of the Dragon after season 2, and that's something that we're going to continue to do. So, who knows? I might do that with Andor. Y'all let me know. Season 2 will probably be at the end. Yeah, at the end of the week. So, like Saturday maybe. That's when we'll start it. And then we'll be on to the Clone Wars after that. I have really enjoyed this season. And I thank everybody who told me not to drop it and continue to watch it. Even though, that wasn't going to happen anyway. I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you guys for all the love and support, especially if you stayed this long. The only limitations that exist are the ones that you put on yourself. So Chase your dreams, man. Lock in. Go do what makes you happy. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Illustrate how every verse is getting laid. I'm on top, the pen stroking, the paper coming non-stop. Cutting through these ops, they just obstacles. More blood and sweat and tears inside the bucket. It look like I put cranberry in a vodka shot.